welcome to another video episode of my podcast. My name is Cheryl, and this is Cappuccino Crafts, my little channel on YouTube and my corner of the general interwebs where I like to talk about knitting and crochet and books and TV and movies and other life and general chatty things that I want to share with you. Thank you very much for choosing to watch this video and spend a little bit of your time with me. I really hope that you enjoy it. Please get yourself a delicious beverage and settle in. Let's enjoy a lovely visit. So today is Monday, May 17th, and this week went by really fast, but also kind of slow in a way, and maybe that'll make more sense in a little bit, but yeah, I did get my second COVID vaccine dose. I got the Moderna, and so I am counting down the days until the 14th day when it will be fully effective, and I am so excited just to be able to get the vaccine, and so excited for more opportunities to visit with people that I haven't been able to see, and just do things more easily and be more relaxed. Yeah, just be a little bit more relaxed when I'm outside of the house. Yeah, so that's really, really great. I didn't suffer any real bad side effects. I know a lot of people say the second dose hits them harder. It did hit me a little bit harder than the first. Dose. I really didn't react at all to the first dose, but I was tired. I didn't have any achiness or fever, low fever, or flu-like symptoms, but I was really tired for 2 or 3 days, and I took naps. I went to bed early, and so that time felt a little slow. But the rest of the week, and overall, it was a good week. I have started the first heel. This is the beginning of the heel flap. And here's the other leg. And when I finish this heel, I will do this heel. And this is the contrast color I am using for the heels and toes. It is just a part of a set of mini skeins that I got as a gift in different colors, and they are just the right size. You could do a stripy project, put them all together, which is fun, but you can also, they're the perfect size, these mini skeins, for doing heels and toes for socks. And it's fun to do a contrast color heel and toe. I think it looks really cute and fun, and you get to add another color to be an accent with the main color for the rest of the sock. And it's just fun. So, yay! That has been the crafting and reading has been great. I started a new book. I started The Vanishing Half by Britt Bennett, which a lot of people have been talking about. And it is up for a major book prize, like literary prize. I think it's on the short list for the women's prize. Anyway, so it's been a buzzy book, and a lot of people have been reading and talking about it in BookTube. And so I had intended to read it because it sounded really good. And then I found out from a friend. She participates in a monthly book club, and they have been meeting on Zoom, and she's been encouraging me to, participate anytime that I want. And she told me that this month's book was The Vanishing Half. And I'm like, oh, okay, this is the time. And it's like, that book is on my radar. I have been really interested in it. So I'm going to do it. I'm going to jump in, and I think I think it's on the 24th that the Zoom book discussion will happen. But I am a good way through it. I'm like 40 some percent. I think 42. And it's really, really good. I am loving it. I was pretty sure I would love it. And now I can confirm, yes, I am loving it. It's so well written. It is really, it's talking about colorism and race in America, but it's not only talking about race. I didn't realize this, but it's also talking about other kinds of identities and the idea of passing in different ways. So it's got some gender. Also, it's talking about gender and trans identity and passing, not passing, and in different from different points of view and different kinds of identities. It is brilliantly done, brilliantly written. I just got to a big turning point, which I'm really excited about, because I think we're gonna now get some new points of view in this new section, because it's anchored around two twin sisters who are very light-skinned African American and grew up in a town that very much only allowed like light-skinned African Americans. Yeah, that was the whole town, because it starts like in the 50s or 60s, when everything was really segregated, and a lot of towns were completely, or at least had the segregated sides. But this was a small town, and the whole town was light-skinned African American, and two twin sisters, and then they are both desperate to get out of the town. They run away, and one of them decides to pass as a white woman and live life as a white woman, and the other twin holds on to her African American heritage and identity, and she ends up marrying a dark-skinned man and has a child with him and her twin sister in her separate life, and they're estranged. They don't communicate at all. Well, especially when you're like going stealth, passing for white, you can't like be communicating with your black family members. So yeah, they have totally separate lives. The sister, living as a white woman, marries a white man and has a child with him. And then both later during college years, both of their children meet, and that begins the process of bringing the two sisters to meet each other again and to bring the secrets out into the open. And it's just so good. It's just so good. So yeah. I also finished the Rogue Protocol, which is the Murderbot Diaries number 3 in that series by Martha Wells, and I loved it. I loved it. And the ending was like, it hit kind of hard. But really another strong entry in a really good series. And since it is kind of in the middle of the series, you can't really talk too much about the story, except that if you have not heard about the Murderbot Diary series, it is about a cyborg android security bot. That's what it was built for, to be protection. Hired out. The company would hire the bots out as bodyguards or security protection workers for individuals or groups. And this bot hacked its governing module so that it was not bound to obey the orders, although it still did continue to act like it was just doing its job as normal, because it, if anybody found out that it was a free will rogue, as you might say, bot, that it would be destroyed and recycled for parts. And yeah. It's really good. It's lots of action, but also lots of snarky humor. And I just love Murderbot. I love the character, and this is also, there is action, but it's also character focused as well. And the character of Murderbot is, I heart Murderbot. I do. I like AI characters a lot. I think AI is such a fascinating concept, and like AI sentience and AI thought processes are such an interesting thing to imagine and try to explore. So I am fascinated by AI characters, and this Murderbot is the most human and the most relatable AI character I have ever watched or read. Yeah, and Murderbot has social anxiety. Murderbot really just would rather be left all alone and not even talk to any humans and just watch soap operas and dramas on the media feed. That's Murderbot's coping and restoration tactic. And Murderbot is developing as a character so nicely in this series, and yeah, I am really happy to be reading this series. Also, I did not pick up Howl's Moving Castle this week. Yeah. Just, I was enjoying the other two so much, and I need to finish The Vanishing Half in time for the book chat. So, yeah. Let's see. And I finished RuPaul's Drag Race, the finale episode, and I watched the finale of the second season of The Circle, and I enjoyed both of those finales a whole lot. They were just good fun and very entertaining. Anything else? Whew. Yeah, not that I want to talk about. I have been having some anxiety about things in the news. It's been a little rough. But I really don't feel up to talking about any of it. But yeah, I hope that you have had a good week. So if you're crafting, I hope your projects are going great. And if you're reading, I hope that you are really enjoying the books that you're reading. And I hope that wherever you are, that you are, and you and all your family and all your loved ones are well and safe. Take care and see you next time. Bye-bye.